Hey everybody, in this video I just wanted to share a tutorial with you guys on how to shut down a computer remotely from across the network. Now we are going to be doing this with an actually different computer, not just one that like I'm not going to be sending the command to my own computer like all of the other tutorials I've seen on YouTube. For some reason people that can't figure out how to do this just like give up when they can't, and then they just do some fake ass tutorial. It's like, honestly, it just made me mad, so I just went and like tinkered with it until I figured out how it was done, and then I did it myself. The way it needs to be done is your computer needs to either one, have higher network administrator privileges than the other computer, or your computer needs to also have an account using the same credentials on the other computer that also has administrator credentials. And I don't mean a user account that's been put in the administrators group. I mean literally an administrator profile. So the way that I'm going to, I don't even know what the fuck that's asking me. The way that I'm gonna do this is I'm going to open up a command window or the command prompt using the Windows key and the R key, typing in CMD and hitting enter. And then when I get into the command line, I'm going to go ahead and activate my on my local computer my administrator account by using net user administrator /active : yes. And what this does, oh, I need to run CMD as an administrator. Sorry. So right click, select all, copy, edit and copy. Then we can exit out of this, go into your start menu, type in CMD, and then right click cmd.exe and click run as administrator to get it to run as admin. And then from here, you can go ahead and just paste in the same command that we just used. Now that it's completed successfully, what we can do is we can then log out of this account and log into the new one. And from there, you won't be able to see my screen, so I'll have to restart the recorder. But before I head over there, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to tell what other computers are on your network, and also how to set the administrator password from here as well. So what you want to do first is set that administrator password so that you can actually log into the account with net user administrator space and then just password, and then there you go. Now this should be the same on all your other computers that you're trying to do this on. Now if you can't do this on another computer, there are applications that you can download that you can put on the other computers that will listen for your commands, and then when you give it to them, they'll run them on the other computer. But they're like, most of them cost money and they're a bit hard to come by, so just keep that in mind. Now, and I believe you can do this if you have administrator privileges on another profile that the profile is active on both computers, if that makes sense. Jesus, this thing, don't show this shit again. Now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and view our other computers that are on the network, and we're going to see which one we want to shut down. So the way we do that is we do net view, and just leave the arguments list blank, and then hit enter, and it should come up with the list of computers that are on your network. Now, for instance, Anonymous LT, that's me. I am the laptop. Anonymous PC, that is my desktop, and Ravenwood Forest is just another computer that's like in the other room of the house. So yeah, so we won't be, I mean, I could shut that one down, but I won't. Well, now you're gonna think that I can't, so I guess I will. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this recording here and then sign into the administrator profile that I just made active a minute ago. The way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna go ahead and open up the start menu, go to this little right arrow and hit switch user. But first I'm going to need to pause this video so that I can then re-record later. So anyways, see you guys when I get over the other profile. Hey everybody, alright, so now we've switched over to our administrator account and we are now logged in. It has generated our desktop. It does take a few minutes for it to generate the new desktop. Depending on how many applications you have, it takes a different amount of time. The more you have, obviously, the longer it will take. So, with that being said, I guess this would be more of like anyway, sorry, my OCD is like going off. But that works. So, anyways, the second part of my tutorial can now begin. Anyways, so let's go ahead and open up the command prompt again with the Windows key and the R key, and then type CMD in and press Enter to get up into the command prompt. Now, once you're in the command prompt window, what you want to do is, let's see, like you want to do shutdown. And I know most of you think I'm going to do the space-I so we can get to the graphical user interface, but seeing as I'm a little smarter than that, I'm going to go ahead and do space-M, space //, and then the computer name that you want to shut down, and then space-, and then now you can do S for shutdown or R for restart. I'm going to do S so that I can test this shutdown from across the network, from across the room. And what we're going to do is I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to copy it and then back it out so that we can do a ping of the computer just to make sure it's on. And as you can see, it's returning bytes, and now we're going to run the shutdown command, and then we're going to wait a few seconds and we're going to see if it's shut down. So and as you can see, it didn't return an error. If you do get an access denied error, and you probably will, what you need to do is you need to make sure that, first of all, the administrator account on the other computer is, I believe, signed out, but it may be able to be signed in. The passwords have to be the same. Like, the other computer has to basically see you as a user logging in on that computer. That's what it has to see. So you have to know their credentials, and also you have to be running this in the administrator account, because all the other computers on Windows, for some, I don't really know what the deal is with Windows, but if you're a user in the administrator's group, it is not exactly the same as the actual administrator profile. So just remember that when you're doing this. Now, you can of course use the shutdown space-I to bring up the GUI and then add the computer, and once you add it, you can send it a little message saying you have 30 seconds before you die and lose all your data or whatever, even though everything auto-saves nowadays, so you'd really be fine. But I guess you could do a 0-second with security issue, no warning. So you could do that and then shut down. Or don't even do that, just shut down other and then blah, blah, blah. So you can do that. For some reason, when you browse using this utility, it doesn't really work all the time. So I would recommend doing just a netview command like so. And then it will show you the other computers on your network. So now I'm going to go ahead and pause so that I can go see if the computer is actually shut down, and if it is, we're going to go ahead and, well, I guess I can't leave now because you'll think I shut it down myself. So let's go ahead and exit out of that net view, and we're going to ping the other computer. That's not right. Okay. Ravenwood Forest. And hopefully this will fail. Destination host unreachable. So we are good to go. We shut it down, so we can go ahead and exit out of that. Now, what was I going to say? I guess that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys can get this to work. I know it's a bit frustrating. It has a lot of little things to it that you need to get right. But oh, and also, if you have like simple file sharing on the other computer setup, I've heard that can interfere with this. I don't know why, but I guess so. I've also heard that firewalls can block VMI or WMI access, and you need to disable that block You don't need to actually. Like, I did nothing with the firewall in order to do this. All I did was activate an administrator profile on both computers, sent the command through, and then that was it, and there you go. As far as like third-party software goes, if you can't get this to work, I mean, you can use TeamViewer, Remote Desktop, Remote Assistance, or whatever, and you know, that's like what I would recommend. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.